Hello, everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/HobbyboxBurns. I am Joe Burns, Hobbybox Burns, and we are here for more Final Fantasy XIV Online, Shadowbringers. We are getting near the end, so as the title says, 4 Lightwardens down, 1 to go, and probably a little bit after that, I'm going to guess. I highly doubt that the end of everything is going to be just killing the last Lightwarden. There will probably be some thing after that, but we'll find out. So tonight we will head to Yulemoor and try to find that last Lightwarden. Now that Reen, now that Reen has the ability to see them, I'm going to guess it will be fairly quick and easy to find them. Once we get over there, I can show you probably the other telltale sign of how, we could surmise where the Lightwarden is. Then again, I wonder if it's going to be a deepfake. I truly wonder if, Vothri, or, that beast that's lounging in there, the big lion, ends up being something with that. But I guess we will find out. From a story standpoint, though, when last we left, we are getting attacked by all of the light that we have sucked in from the 4 other Lightwardens. And so, woo, big sail back over 3 million. We are just over 3 million gil, as you can see at the bottom right of the screen. Look at that. I got the point down even. And this cool 50k gil is going to help with that. Alright, so one other thing I just realized is happening kind of right now as we speak. Is something I want to just kind of keep an eye on my phone. In men's hockey, let's see. Let's add a sport here. If we can. My alma mater is playing in the NCAA tournament tonight, Minnesota State Mankato, against the Evil Empire, also known as the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. I'm a huge Golden Gophers fan, except for hockey. Because as I said, they are the Evil Empire. Sorry, my whistling there is probably terrible in the microphone, so I apologize for that. So I wanted to see if I could bring it up on my phone. Ooh, and they're up 2-0 against the University of Minnesota in the first period. So that is good. So I'm just going to bring that. I'm just going to have that up on my phone. Not going to watch it. But just so I can check in every now and again. It would have been maybe nice to watch the game tonight, but I'd much rather play Final Fantasy XIV. Much rather. So we're going to go chat with the group in the Ocular. And then we're going to spend probably the rest of our night tonight in Yulemoor. To see if we can't figure out the solution to the final Lightwarden problem. So let's settle in and let's... Ooh. There we go. Let's head over there and see what we can figure out. There's the shard. The Docile Gates. Let's try to set up just a little bit more. Alright, up we go. Oops. No, we do have business with the Exarch, so let's head up there. I'm going to guess we'll start with a cutscene here. Always helps to listen to the voices first in order to do them throughout the night. Not that I'm very good at mimicking, but I try my best. Emmett Selk? Nope. Oh, it's me. I was going to say, he wouldn't smile if that was Emmett Selk walking through the door.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
Kind of. I had a weird dream.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Lightwardens, restoring night to much of Northrend.
As the title says.
Only one remains, that of Calusia, and with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
So that's right, if you missed last time, Minfilia is now Reen, after meeting and communing with the old Minfilia.
So close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold, and drive them out of Northrend once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
So I have a feeling that everything... Like, we're going to probably take out the last Lightwarden, but in the process, everything's going to start to unravel. I have a feeling.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Would be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, as close as we've become.
Churlish.
Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
That's a word they
Lives
like.
may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you.
Ephemeral.
But one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Ugh. Thanks for referring to me as that. Oh, I thought he wasn't referring to me. He was referring to the ocular.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. to fear that Zodiark's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiark, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiark, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiark, but the very star.
Oh, so that's what separated it into the other worlds.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
You think they had to pay Nintendo for the Switch noise?
Standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions. And this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined.
Oh.
Have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy? A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over.
Oh.
So, finish your task and slay the Lightwarden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
So Yeah, so he said 7 times rejoined. Like, it clicked for me. I'm having a hard time explaining, but it clicked. What his game is, I think.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmur. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
I mean, it's accurate, I'm sure.
You think he's harboring the Lightwarden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Right. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Emmett Selk coming with us or no? Oh, he's going to hang out here so he can tell us another thing. Which is typically what happens here. And then I'll talk about my theory. Your condition is unchanged? Good. If you can but hold out until the end of the coming battle, I am confident that we will find a remedy for your affliction. We've not spoken for a while, have we? Not since the aftermath of the Eater's attack. Rest assured I am fully recovered and will do my utmost to support you and your fellow warriors of darkness. Alright, Emmett Selk. Yes, did my lesson provoke thought, giving rise to further questions? It did! 3 of you escaped the Sundering, but what of those who didn't? Well, that's not really what I want to talk about, but... Why, their very beings were divided into 14, of course. Yet by our power, we unsundered Ascians may raise up one of their fragments to their original office. Ah, but I suppose this in itself bears explaining. So, the names by which you know us are not in fact our names. Be it Elidibus or La Habrea or Igiorum, all are titles of office. And when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the aeons, I have overseen several changings of the guard among our sundered brethren, and in such instances the vacant title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the selfsame soul. While it is by no means impossible to raise up wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we whose fervent entreaties brought forth Lord Zodiac, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. So if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the Source, what is your true name then? That's kind of interesting. There may come a day when I reveal my true name to you, but this is not it. Of course, you may well die none the wiser, but life is full of such disappointments. Can we talk to him again? I want to see what he said the other side. So if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the Source, then none would remain to raise up new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Well, feel free to dream. 'Tis no crime to do so. Okay. So. So he said, and now partnered with what he just talked about. He said 7 times that I was 7 times rejoined. So every time we defeated one of the main primals and became one with a crystal. So it was first it was first, like, wasn't it first fire? And then I might have some of these in the wrong order, but first fire, then wind, then earth. Might have been mixed around there between those three, but those three were the first ones. Then we had lightning with Rama. We had ice with Shiva. We had water with Leviathan. And then technically, we have Hydaelyn's blessing, right? So that's the 7 rejoined, like, parts of my soul. So the only one we have not is Zodiark. And so the question is if we bring darkness back to Norvrant, does that then allow us to receive the 8th blessing? And so in us, like in the Warrior of Light Darkness, whatever we're called now, we actually create a rejoining within ourselves of all of these ethers. And then in doing so, it could be like one of two things. We either, when we return to the source, would kick off the rejoining, because in us we have conjoined all of those elements together. Or he was talking about how these separate souls from all of the different worlds have come together. In this instance, do we somehow reform, like, the soul of an Ascian and become one of them? Which could be his endgame. Ultimately, seeing as how he wants to bring back the rejoining, I don't think he wants somebody on his equal footing. So I am guessing it's the former part of that bringing all of these elements together and having them so strongly ensconced within our person is going to be that we'll be like the avatar of the rejoining, basically. That's where I'm at with figuring out what's going on with this here. I mean, we'll find out shortly. Well, not shortly. In the next couple days, though. We are almost to level 79, by the way. So, we need to go to right first. And let's double check here. Yeah, I think we're okay. All things considered there. So, to right we go. So, yeah, so that's like where my mind spun when he was going through all of those things. And like the key was like him saying the 7 rejoined piece. Alright, so whereabouts are we at here with the ether currents? So attunement complete on all of the other ones. So we have 2 more quests plus the final quest. We have a few more currents to actually pick up. And is one of these actually close? I don't know. Where's the nearest one? 446 yalms to the northeast. Yeah, so it's up there. It seems like there might be one that we should have. So we'll need to keep checking for that. I think we picked one up from down here already, so maybe there's one up over here that we could have gotten to. But let's see what's next here. This aura, what could it be? So she's a little perplexed, maybe. There you are, Callista. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not? Since the 2 of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Valthree, and I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Valthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. I don't think you're going to win him over, Alphino. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. I don't think he will, but you can give it a shot. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Lightwarden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gatetown. Callista, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Sorry about that. As I am now, I don't think people will recognize me as the Oracle, but Thancred did always warn against taking unnecessary risks. Go on, Callista, we will follow on. Alright, so we have to go up there. The other thing, I think the first thing we're going to do, though, is go here in case that's going to lead us elsewhere. We're going to end up in Gatetown. We should just do that. I was gonna say this song sounds a little bit different than I remember. It could just be that it's been a while. Delirious Youth? Vath. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. I mean, that doesn't sound great. Agitated man. What's with everybody here? Lord Valthry, we hear, we obey. Ah! Oh. I feel kind of bad for just killing these people. Speak with people / kill people en route to Gatetown. Well, I didn't really need to do that. Oh, that was... Ooh, I like that. I've never run with my weapon drawn before. That's awesome. I kind of like that. I'm ready for battle, euphoric youth! Ah! Long live you, Lord Valthry! Long live Lord Valthry! Alright, so down we go. But first, we are going to cut across the country here. Oh, nice. We got the unicorn. Indomitable. Indubitably. Oh, we probably should have picked up the extra clan marks. Alright, so yeah. So now we're going to go pick up our role quest here. Because we need to keep doing those two here. Woo! Oh, I didn't quite make it. I didn't clear the stump. Okay, I remember this song now. Ah, is that how we got the Risotto al Nero? Thanks, Ross. How's it going? I did see that. I have it on my phone. They're up 2-0 right now. Is it intermission after the first period? I noticed, like, right as I was starting to stream, and I was like, I really want to play Final Fantasy XIV, so... Good, I'm glad you're doing great. I am sure a talented woman like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Nice. Since you two parted ways, Reek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. Winner goes to face St. Cloud. Okay. Is St. Cloud having a pretty good year, too? And then that's the final four, right? Or Frozen 4 at that point, right? Alright, so we're going to return to the Crystarium for now. Because I am worried about getting on the can't stop train here with the main story quest. Main scenario quest. Nice, okay. Alright. Otherwise, what else have you been up to, Ross? What all have you been playing for video games recently? Anything fun? Is he down below? Oh, right here. I see. He's not here. WoW and COD. Okay. I actually just started playing Black Ops. Cold War. A little bit of Among Us here and there. Nice. Louis Reek's customary seat is empty, and there is nothing to suggest he has occupied it recently. Perhaps someone will have noticed his passing. Darlfort. Riddle me this. Everyone in your WoW guild started playing Valheim? You didn't take the bait? Louis Reek, the Mistal Lordling? If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I've no idea where else to look. May touch. Looking for Master Reek, are we? Heh, I dare say you're the only one. Word is Mummy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amaro. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Yeah, I don't know that I would really like that game too much, and I really don't need a time suck right now, so I'm avoiding it. I have too many time sucks the way it is. Kalusia, right? You're Louis Reek's partner. I was with Landbird, remember? I ought to stress, because after we left you, we headed straight to Raktika. We'd heard a rumor Andrea was there, and Landbird wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Landbird fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Oh wow, so the jerk died. Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Wicked white, I still remember looking back as I ran, and seeing Landbird rise to his feet. I told everyone what happened to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles. and not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Louis Rique to be one of them neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Raktika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume? Good luck, friend, but have no doubt that you're going to your doom. Looks like a ghetto version of Elder Scrolls to you. If you play with friends, yeah. So I had a group of friends. Well, one friend that I played board games with, him and a few other guys that I've met a couple times, really got into it for about 3 weeks, a month, and I haven't seen them do much with it since. Let's go to Slitherbow and see if he's going to be there or in Fano. I mean, it sounds like it's pretty fun from a discovery standpoint, but I don't know. Maybe at some point in the future. Then again, I think a lot of the luster will be off of it. It won't be the new hotness anymore. Down there. So what is it that you've been doing in WoW recently? Do you have a lot of classes that are pretty high? Like at level cap? A few people got deep into it, and then the guild created a server. This way. Or bought one, yeah. Hoping to get into a new game, mostly PvP. You main a rogue, and that's predominantly what you play? Gotcha. Uh-oh. This does not look good. Hopefully he's not, like, murdered. Or turned, or whatever happens with the Sin Eaters. Mostly PvP because of your work schedule? Gotcha. Callista, why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. It's terrible. It's horrible, Andrea. She's... Oh. Again. You're working when raid starts, so PvP is the way for you, pretty much max geared. Yeah, we're starting to get to that. We're wrapping up the main scenario quest here. Getting close to that. Well, kind of. There's still some story rolling out with the next patch. But we're almost to the end of the initial expansion. And then we'll get past that. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get completely caught up by April 13th when the 5.5 patch comes out. But we'll see. I'll be close. There's a good chance I finish 5.0 tomorrow night, depending on how this goes tonight. Renda Ray, if aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone as you yourself faced Balam Kritz a century ago on this very ground. Landbird. Oh, gods, no! The story is fantastic so far. The initial stuff is not quite as good, but like as the game goes on, it's so much more involved and interesting. I don't know. So far, it's been really good. I like it a lot. I'd highly recommend giving it a shot. It has its quirks as a game. Don't tell me. You beheld a vision of my past just now, didn't you? I thought as much. Wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours, though I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Andrea. Well, I can't control it. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. I can't control when it happens. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately? Oh, good to know. Anyway, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Landbird and those other hunters into sin-eaters like herself. A Hume axeman, a Gaudgent swordsman, a dwarven healer, and elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Balam Quits. But Renda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. No, that was the vision I saw. The Warriors of Light helped her. What? They were there too? Then the stories were wrong? God, strike me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Callista. I've regretted my behavior ever since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. It's fine. Water under the bridge. Thank you, my friend. I hope it is all right if I call you that. Well, yeah, now that you're not such a baby about things. Right then. Andrea should be around here somewhere. Still on the hunt for Balam Quits, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. No doubt Landbird and the others are with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I'd not wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Renda Ray most of all. She is my hero. And if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone, and I am far from the best. The only way to see this through is together, you and me, my friend. What say you? Ha! Ha! I ask for a word and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gatetown and let Miss Ovara know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. Just jumping back and forth across the world. No big deal. If I want to watch a tearjerker cinematic, look up BFA Jana Proudmoore storyline on YouTube. You don't get too emotional about stuff, but that storyline got to you. Yeah, there's been lots of pretty good moments at different parts of this game. The good thing is they don't do it too often. They layer it kind of at key parts in the story. I wonder if with 5.0 or usually like... So the way it goes is... So 5.0 is the main expansion. And the end of the expansion is usually like the first, second, third, fourth like max level cap quest. And then with each patch, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, they continue on the story, and usually with 5.3, that's the ending, or the 0.3 patch, that's the ending of that storyline, and then the 0.4, 0.5 patches are like the bridges into the next expansion. I'm guessing WoW probably does similar things with their cross-content, but it's usually like the 5.3, which is the ending of the storyline, is usually... some of the more, like, crazy, weird, dynamic things that happen. Sometimes it's still in between there, too. But, yeah, there's some characters that changed significantly, disappeared, died, what have you. Lots of noble sacrifices. You can't imagine yourself getting emotional at anything WoW writes? Shots fired. I think it's like anything though. You get attached to characters. Lahi. There we got it. Just as we left. But I think it's like anything. If you get attached Yeah, you meant Blizzard. If you get attached to things, I think Blizzard has done some pretty good things with, like, some of the Overwatch character stuff is pretty interesting. So I think they can have that sort of dramatic range. They just never have had really too much of a vehicle to do that. I don't know. I hope I don't end up a blubbering fool at some point on stream about this game, but it could very well happen. No problem. It's alright, Ross. I was basically just saying that there's been points in this story that have been pretty emotional. They do a pretty good job of balancing it, though, so it's not, like, heavy-handed. I think, anyway. Up here. Oh. Oh. It's really hard to jump that stump. I owe her so much then and now. Callista, what a pleasure to see you again, and in the company of little Reek, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up? I should like to think so, yes, and it's all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might well still be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad that you did. I was literally walking right by her. Miss Ovara is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being, but she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I? And before you start blabbering about how you wish you could properly reward Callista, as I can tell you're about to, know that I've prepared a hearty meal just for her. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united, Reek and Callista are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. 'Twould be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You two should see to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend. So, not even a single combat. The level 78 one was basically just preamble. Alright, well, I guess it is what it is. I was going to say, I think at least every single class quest had some form of duty involved with it. I could be wrong. Maybe some of them were just... If they did one where it was just lore, they usually had another one at that same level that would be some sort of combat. So that was interesting. You were busy getting angry at videos on Twitter? It's easy to do. Our mission hath begun on a strange note. Oh yeah, because it's all these people that are being mind-controlled by Vothri. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. We will take the silver pieces. The gears are clearly turning in Urianger's mind. Why don't you ask him what he makes of all this? A feast of lies. Urianger is trying to make sense of the strange phenomenon afflicting the residents of Gatetown. You know things are getting tense now that we have the intense music. Like the Knight Rider theme music going on here. Alright. Angry on social media, you feel that? Yeah, it gets easy. You find yourself deleting tweets you type up because you don't really feel like talking to idiots?
Passing strange.
Yeah. I've gotten really good at typing out long-winded Facebook posts and deleting them.
By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way.
Yeah, we had to kill a couple of civilians. No big deal.
But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
So that's probably Volthri, I would guess.
So that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
Geezer was doing his nut.
It's like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armoraine.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
Interesting.
No, it couldn't be.
Interesting.
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Gross.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
Soylent Green is made out of Sin Eater, yes.
Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
Literally drinking the Kool-Aid.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up?
Oh, yep. That's right.
Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
The worker person that gets to ascend.
Many enter, but none leave.
Oh, it's a good thing Kaishir was thrown off the edge of the
Let us put an end to it.
city.
To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Voltura's deeds are beyond justification, beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Lightwarden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
So colorful, though. So, Ross, you had a massive engagement when COVID first started. Roasted walls about banning golf. Most engagement you ever had Ace's blue checky marks trying to argue with me. Unloaded on them, too. Long story short, golf was unbanned the next business day. You're welcome. I haven't golfed in like 3 years. I would probably hurt myself if I swung a club again. Oh, no, actually, Top Golf would have been the last time 2 summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago. My roommate's engagement. Oh, a few blue check marks. Gotcha. I was like, I didn't know if that was like a term. Ace's blue check marks. I knew there's like the blue check marks. The uppermost level of the city houses Valthry's chambers. He must keep the warden close. So the warden must be the lion thing. You went on a rant. We are like to encounter Ranjit again. One can only hope he's still licking his wounds. Yet even without him, Yulmore is an eminently defensible city, as you doubtless gleaned during your visit. When last I set foot inside its walls, I almost mistook it for dear old Limsa. But it is full of unpleasant surprises, all of which is a long way of saying be on your guard. My heart is gripped by an unshakable sense of foreboding. Let us proceed with all care. That Valthry should so brazenly exert his influence over the people bespeaks his desperation. He will not go quietly. I'm fine, Callista, shaking with fury, but fine, let's go. Miol is Sin Eater? Wicked white, we all scoffed the stuff without a second thought. I never got near as much as the others, but ugh, the bitter greens and bony fish I got by on don't seem so bad no more. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Letting 1 billion people into a supermarket or Walmart, but he can't go golf outdoors with a close circle. Yeah, there was always something that seemed weird about that. Proceed. I know some golf courses still struggled with opening just because of like not being able to do the restaurant portion, and some of them that's like was difficult. I know the golf course that's by me here, the city runs.
I can feel it.
That wasn't open last summer.
Dark presence in my domain.
Oh, Valthry.
Ah, it's them. The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise. Keep them away from me. I command you. Keep
They were just a little reluctant, yep. Well, this is kind of shitty that we're just gonna have to kill all these normal people that he's like weaponizing against us.
He would use his own people as shields.
Not surprising.
This area is older than Gate Tower. There are bound to be far more civilians under Voltra's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would.
I killed 2 of them on the way here, sorry. I didn't get the memo.
Join you as soon as we can.
Alright. So I wonder if this duty ends with fighting Ranjit again, but it's me this time instead of Thancred. That'd be interesting.
Climb to the next level.
Oh, I thought I had to just go through. We're wasting time. Reen, hold them. Going somewhere? Lord Wall 3. Have carry you two, the rest of you with me. Alright, now we got soldiers. People I don't feel so bad with killing. Alright. Now, Callista, into the tower. Just you take care, Alize. That gesture's from before. I figured we'd have to fight these guys at some point. Elfino! Oh shit. I forgot I had Blood of the Dragon up. Get him! Ah, that's right. Elfino should be able to finish her off. There we go. Let us climb to the canopy. From there we will take the crown. Lift. Am I supposed to keep going? Leave them to me and press on. Yep. Oh no. We're gonna run out of Blood of the Dragon. Oh well. We didn't have any eyes anyway, so that's alright. Alright. I have a feeling we fight Ranjit now. It kind of makes sense with where we're at. Are we finally gonna be able to use the Aetheryte?
You will find my master in his chamber.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, and he's already in, scythe form, or glaive form.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
Why do you go so far? I am curious, Ranjit.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthre's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy.
I mean, you can respect him.
Let us settle this once and for all.
I still, hate him, but I can respect him. Alright, defeat Ranjit. Oh. Oh no! Get over there. Oh! Okay. Doing alright so far. Oh, let that die though. That's not great. I don't know how much time I have left. Not enough. But I am safe where I'm at. Okay, over here. Ah, fuck. Well, that was a wasted one. Ah, no. No, fuck. Oh, fuck. This is bad. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, that's not great. Oh, oh, fuck. This is not going well. Wow. I am on the struggle bus at the moment. He's got me shook. Get over there. Alright, and left quick. Oh, shit. Alright, so now we're good. We got ourselves a space. Oh, shit. Oh, I got out just in time. Okay. We're not going to get out of that one. Oh no. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I can target the serpent heads. Shit. That's what I'm supposed to do. up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, nice. That's where, like, the other one, the last one against this guy made that difficult because I couldn't attack those before, so I just assumed I couldn't this time. I probably shouldn't have used the gap closer there. Almost got him. One more attack. There you are, my precious girls. Woof. Two nothing Mavs through 2 periods. Nice. Oh, gotcha. Because I knew there was 5 Minnesota schools in for the first time ever. And there was the possibility that all 4 of them could have made it to the Frozen Four. That was fun. That was a fun battle. So that must have been what people were talking about when they said the Ranjit battle's awesome. Not the one with Thancred. Are you alright, Callista? Bemidji shut the bed, okay. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Valthree is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. That was a fun fight. I enjoyed that a lot. I would have been really pissed if I would have had to have replayed everything going up to that, though. Oh, Valthree. What are you eating? Oh, did he eat? He's eating one of the Sin Eaters? Oh my gosh. Did he eat the lion? To turn himself into a Sin Eater himself kind of thing?
Lord Valthree, your reign of tyranny is at an end. For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused. And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrant.
So gross. The noises in my ears.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Who's eating a Sin Eater? Get in my belly!
For the future of all. What nonsense is this?
His head just swoop. It's like freaking Beetlejuice.
No justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine.
Alright, yeah. I
It
mean,
is preordained.
we knew he was batshit crazy.
I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No.
No.
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you!
Bump, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Is this going to be like Monty Python's The Meaning of Life with Mr. Creosote? Oh, I can't eat another thing. It's wafer thin. Boosh! Just explode. It's wafer thin. Oh, he's eating the whole spoon too, or fork.
Oh God, no. Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
Heimlich. There's no way those wings could carry him. It's like a Moogle. I guess he's probably filled with gas, so it's like a blimp. That makes sense.
Where did he go?
Aerodynamically. Makes sense. Physically. Uh-oh. Yulmor's gonna fall apart. That is true, Baby Smell. There are some Sin Eaters that don't look like they should be able to fly, but they do anyway. And Moogles, like, have, like, the littlest wings.
What in the heavens?
Oh, wow. Literally, in the heavens.
Did we do that?
We must give chase. We have to take his airships.
Wait. That is Mount Gorg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
You're right. You should be quick about it. I'll help too.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Oh. New music for the liberated town, apparently. Good news, Callista. It would seem that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Valthri's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and would appreciate your help if you're willing. You can now attune to the Aetheryte in Yulmor. Hey! We can finally come straight here as opposed to having to go walk from right. Alright. So, let's see what is... Oh, wrong way. Let's see what's next here. Nope, this way. I do not know how I did that. I should try to see if I can find that. System configuration. At some point... At some point, the minimap changed so that it's not rooted with north always north. And I just can't do it. UI settings. Close on active. Restore map when not moving. Map font size. Like, did I accidentally select something when I was in here? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I hit some keystroke or something that did it. Paradise Fallen. Thancred has a task for you. So, here is some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search at the derelicts and working your way up. When you are done, be sure to let Reen know. Be sure to let Reen know. No, let's just go down the stairs. So we have to go over here and to the left. Back and to the left. You know you're in a bad neighborhood when the vending machines are behind steel bars and the cashiers are behind bulletproof plexiglass? Yeah, typically. Haven't seen any of those around there. That's good. Bereft of leadership, the soldiers have lost the will to fight. They pose no threat to us. Down that way. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have just used the Ethernet shard. Whoops. That would have been easy. Oh, no. This was the guy that had talked to us. Oh, Lord Falthry, you are my daily meal. Administer dream powder to the fallen Thorich. Alright. He is dreaming. Yeah, right? I mean, it's not that hard to take it and put it back in. Because I know sometimes if you don't, like, if people don't put it in completely, it will accidentally, Like, the wind maybe can blow it out sometimes. But otherwise, yes, it shouldn't be that hard. Let's go to the mainstay here. See if that gets us close to where we need to go. Oh, we gotta go up yet. Oh, we can get clan hunt stuff here. We don't really need it, though. Ah, it hurts. Please, Lord Valtteri, take away the pain. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. Ah, it's these people. Personally, you just buy from Amazon Fresh now? She's sleeping. A medicine to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say? Oh, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I still haven't really gotten groceries online. I still have grocery stores that, the grocery stores around me are still, are pretty decent, so I haven't had the need to really order too much of that stuff. I've ordered, like, food from DoorDash and stuff. But I'll usually be able to make it out for groceries. My roommates have ordered stuff from, like, Cub, or one of the local grocery stores online. Must stop trespassers sullying our paradise. Sleep. Sleep. Where did you fly to, my sweet canary? Oh, that's that guy. Of course, they're gonna, like, touch back on all of the people we interfaced with earlier. That makes sense. A little on the nose, but it makes sense. You prefer doing your shopping online partly because you're lazy and also because you're shut in? Yeah, I have one coworker specifically that prefers to just order things online now for the most part. Every now and again, she'll head to the store, but... Oh, there you are, Callista. I've just finished aiding this man, now for the next one. More out in the derelicts and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted this power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I can bring the enthralled to you. Oh, that would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you, Callista. I'll do my best to keep pace. So that's the next quest then, I'm guessing? Oh, no. Okay, good. It's just gonna, like, progress it for me. Instead of me having to go back down to all of them.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Time to explain. Do your best.
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock.
Oh, what you're about to tell us.
Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses,
It is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a Sin Eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
Just like most politicians. No! How could it be? Ooh, ooh.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vorthri's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vorthri.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Why, yes, resolute citizen.
You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vorthri has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
Yeah, right there. Just fly.
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
The ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthri took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Hey, we've done that before.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift
of
moving,
course.
it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right.
I'm retired.
Look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Ever the reluctant worker.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
We must away. To be fair, in a lot of cases, they have to fight others and it makes things impossible. Oh, wow. That's quite the music. A little flourish there. Yeah, I mean, there is truth to that. I'm not... it is easy. It's an easy thing to say, to just sort of... all politicians are trash. The ladder is situated to the north and west of Right. Let us make our way there, Callista. Got a little, this is the Yulmore waltz going on here. Bum bum. Oh, we might as well just teleport to Right. Or, I guess, a couple things I should look at here first. No nearby currents, okay. I should teleport to the gate just in case there's an ether current thing outside now after liberating things here. Nope. Okay, to Right then. To Right then. No, I will agree. And I do think people get into the game to mean well. The political game. Up that way. Okay. Oh, I started walking a little bit too fast. Cut across to this road over here. Oh, that rock there could have really messed up my suspension. Alright, we'll jump over that little knob there. The bottom rung. The bottom rung? Shall we go to the bottom rung? Okay, so yeah, it's going to be on the other side of this. Bottom rung, they call this place, how very apt. Apparently it used to be the control center for the ladder, and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. Callista, doth thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. My thanks, Callista. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock. Venmont Yards. Pray see it thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Straight south. Straight south we shall go. The only time you ever get all politicians agreeing on something is in America, though, is if Israel wants something, or it means further encroachment into our personal freedoms. Yeah, some, like, major disaster. Or major attack. Boop, 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 boop. It's my hoppy behemoth. The behemoth. Ho there, sinner! Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it? If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you, too, though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I'd just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it's kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithil for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Revive. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Taking stock for Revive, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted, though, so we tossed them out. Is this going to be like a word problem? Oh, Grithil, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. This is a freaking word problem. So 68 minus 9 is 59 plus 12. So 71. Right then. Bring the good ones here, and be sure to let Revive know as well. So I think we're at 71 now. So, how many planks does that make now? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out, eh? You jot down the details of the conversation. Alright, what's in this lumber stack here? $11 planks in the stack. So it's 71, 82. We'll see if my numbers match up with what the thing says at the end here. There's some hidden stash of wood somewhere. On the other side of the storehouse. Well, where's the last thing? Oh, it's probably like up here on like the ledge or something like that. Yep. So we're at 82 now, if my numbers are right. $24 planks in the stack. 82, 102, 106. Alright, so 35 there. 35 plus 3, 38. Plus 68. 98. 106. Was that what I said before? Pretty sure it's 106. I need to check again. Okay. So, these told is 35. So, we have 10 total damaged or discarded. So that leaves 3, 72, 72 plus 35. 72 plus 35 is 102, 100 and... Shit. Now I'm off again. God dang it. I'm buckling under the pressure. 11, yeah, so 35 there. Let's do it this way. It's going to be maybe easier. 35, 45, 48. 48 plus 68 is 116 minus 10, 106. Hi, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? You are serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Well, it's a living. We all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He won't mind. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Probably all 106 planks, really. I would guess it will take a lot. Double check here to make sure we don't have... Yep. Hunt train is on its way. Yeah, I got it right. I double checked, and at least 2 of the times I had 106 in my head. So, yep, I got it right. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Hey, 79! Almost to level cap, which will be the first time I've ever been at the actual level cap at any certain time in an MMO. So that's fun. By the intensity with which he works, 'tis as if all of that reluctance was a lie. Haha, Dulia Chai. Oh, he'll have them moving again soon. I know he will. China's. Oh, such a primitive, inefficient design. A much smaller Talos from our company could just as easily perform the same task. Elfino, what you got going on? The work proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say. When it is restored, the ladder will not only be our way forward, it will represent a momentous step towards lasting change for Kalusia. Reen? Oh, Callista, I heard you went to find lumber. From afar, the ladder looked like it was made entirely of metal, but there's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. The Yulmorans have rallied quite impressively. Amidst great adversity, a little purpose never goes astray. The view from above. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Every ounce of your strength for the trials ahead. Wah. Binka bink. Oh!
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
There's truth to that. Emmett. Selk.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them. Crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald.
Hearts and minds.
But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones. A difficult feat to achieve.
It's an interesting perspective.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
I wouldn't say I've conquered them.
It's a compliment. Take it.
It didn't really sound like one.
The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember? is like multiple times now where the exact like response I had was what was the first response. That's good writing, I guess.
Never mind.
Okay. So then does that mean that the looking at the book, the Heavensward book, was us remembering back to... So maybe it is the...
The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain.
He's still trying to push his whole, like, bring us together.
Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world.
Interesting.
Such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
No, he just always says, "I'm Batman."
Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
What a douche.
Oh, I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood, knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett's self. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Of all the people to throw out a pun, Alizé of them all, huh?
That's the spirit. Come on, then.
Did not anticipate that one.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us.
They were pretty weak puns. Very weak.
Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word. The silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
She wants us to go? No, she's talking to her invisible friend.
No one but me remembers that day.
remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Aetheryte. I did want to check quick here. Level 78, okay. And here we finally are at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino, Callista, come up here. There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? $87 yalms to the west. All right, we can't forget that. Oh, is this what you wanted us to see? Alice? Jump down! Crunch. Bump, 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 ba-dum. There we go. That appears to be a village. There's a village, Callista, over to the northwest. So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Callista. Oh. Shoebill. Oh, it's a bird. The creature stares at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious person Alice saw. Oh, there we go. Mysterious person. Oh no! How could you see me? You have located the mysterious person. However, it seems he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly returns back to the village. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. I was wondering if the, so it's over there. It looks like there's stairs over there. I don't know how we get over there, though. Must be stairs on the other side. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hidden away. 462 to the east. Alright, so it's going to be kind of in the direction of where we need to go anyway. Huldu. You love this song, but it gets really tiresome after listening to it for long enough. It's supposed to get you pumped for when you reach Vothri, but that's going to take a while. Yeah, they're maybe like overdoing it a little bit too soon. And they have used it before too. And 8 yalms to the southeast. It's going to be like right on the top there, I think. Defective Talos and a Huldu. $102 yalms to... Oh, nope, too far. Too far. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it's going to be farther to the east. 388 to the north. Okay. Was that like a Triceratops looking thing almost? Dried victuals. The crates and barrels are laden with unknown contents. Hey, Ox, how's it going? Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently, by your reckoning. How has your weekend been? You're hanging in there good. Yep, me too. I could have sworn I heard a noise. Door. Tunk tunk. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. One more clue. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. No. Scree! Alright, well, I'm missing something. You hurt your back again on Thursday night, so it's been a little rough? That's too bad. Was it doing work around the house, or was it doing something mundane? The cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. What news, Callista? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. Well, there's no one to be seen. 'Tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Hey. When did we save your life? Oh, the artist. You're Tristal, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city, as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did, at any rate, until Molten Gold broke away from the earth. Then, just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Yeah, the big mountain in the sky. You think it was from working out? You got your new spin bike and jumped pretty hard onto it? You think you should have taken a slower approach? No, that's too bad. Well, hopefully it works itself out. Try to do some different stretches and stuff, and I don't know if you have like a foam roller or anything. Sometimes that can help really get the muscles kind of loosened up all the way through again. So Valthry is a sin-eater, and he's fled to Mount Golg. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there is anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Stretching and icing all weekend, that's good. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Valthry, we must find a way to reach Mount Golg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Oh, no. Wrong button. Oh, we're all wearing, like, slightly different colors here, huh? Red, blue, yellowish, orangish hue. GSL started up, so you've been watching that. That's helped you pass the time. Well, in traction. More so than the revelation that Valthry is a sin-eater, I'm surprised that the free citizens of Yulmore came together to work on the ladder. That's good, that you've been enjoying that. Is it possible for people to change so quickly? I'm pleased to see that the villagers are no longer wary of us. I shall take the opportunity to ask about Mount Golg. High Mithril Weapon Coffer, so another new weapon. In Mount Golg Shadow. Alice is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that Brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Callista and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, well, very well then. Just take care out there. So still to the north, right? 200 yalms? Alright, well, walk towards Alice and we'll find it, I think. Dum ba bum 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 bum. 106 yalms. It's gonna be like right up on that thing. Woo! Serpentine, Babu! Serpentine! Serpentine! Oh, I got poisoned. What a jerk. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Well, I'm gonna go north first. Never split the party. There's some truth to that. The, cliff kite. The best was when I was living in Texas and I was running the D&D campaign for my coworkers. And, I gotta turn this down a little bit for myself. There we go. That's a little bit better. And so it was the first time I ever DM'd, that I ever DM'd Dungeons & Dragons, or anything for that matter. Alright, way to the east now. And it was a group of 6 players and then me as the DM, so 7 people, which is like really hard to get people together all the time for that. We did a really good job for a while, but then work got busy, and some of us were out of town at Epic and stuff a lot. So we ended up having to split the groups a little bit. And then the storyline we ended up doing was basically half the party turning on one of the people that was in the other half of the party. But it kind of fit into how like some of the RPing was happening with things. Things got way too busy and we couldn't play for a while, and then I moved, so we never got back to it. Forgiven jealousy. Alright, well that was easy. Yeah, it is. It's kind of crazy that our online group has stayed together as long as it has. Granted, we lost 2 people and 2 new people came on in between campaigns. Well, and one of the people we lost about halfway through our first campaign. But for the most part, we've done pretty well with staying together. Alright, almost got this guy beat. And then the group that we have with 4 players and me has been pretty decent. We've hit a couple of days here or there where we've ended up canceling last minute. for various reasons. But we've still been able to play somewhat regularly, about once a month. Sometimes a little bit more regularly, sometimes a little bit less. Oh, that's an interesting guy. That's cool. That's a first. I've never seen one like this before. And that one feels like we have more people because the group, because of the way the campaign works, has like 7 NPCs with them right now. They have like a whole entourage going through the Underdark.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Me too. Hey, Lilypad, how's it going? It's been a while. Hope you're all right.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
That's a huge landmass.
The first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
The Exarch's here too.
And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it didn't go super well. Unless that was part of your plan, Exarch.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Oh, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
See? I don't think that's how it works.
Waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
I do like this song. Karen Lady. You've been insanely busy, lots of homework, and celebrated your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Lily. I hope everything was great. Your friend found the new Byleth amiibo at GameStop. That's awesome. Yeah, some of those amiibo when they first come out are hard to come by. As you can see, kind of, maybe. That's my Joker amiibo from Persona 5 back there. Only amiibo I own. The Cloud one would maybe be interesting, but I don't know that... That makes sense. So do you have all the Fire Emblem ones then, or are there still some that you haven't been able to track down? Oh, and also, did they only do a male Byleth amiibo? Or did they do a female one too? You had to look up what amiibo was, Ox. Overpriced collectibles from Nintendo. I have debated about getting like a Luigi one, because Luigi's my favorite Mario character. So you have Marth, Corrin, Crom, Ike, Roy, Lucina, and now Byleth. You might be forgetting one. Oh, and you have Robin. So the only ones you don't have are Alm/Celica and Tiki. Found the right thing, yep. If there are other FE ones, you don't have them? Oh, okay, gotcha. Whoa, jump. Bump, dump, bump, down, down. Gotcha, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the list you listed off sound like, all of them that there probably would be, because most of them would probably just be... I mean, did they release any of them around the 3DS games? Sorry. I'm told you went ahead to scout out the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks will suffice. Probably not. All that grinding and shaking, I was afraid the floor would fall out from underneath me. But don't worry, I'm here. I'm sure the trembling will go away soon. She's not a fan of heights, apparently. Soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Urianger and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. Thus are we all gathered, though Reen, I'm afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of our mission. Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we're a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured this old man can muster up another wind for what is to come. Ah, such an exhilarating ride and such a magnificent view. Nothing in Yulmore compares to this. Oh, don't mind us. We're just taking in the sights. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. Alright. So, we will open up the weapon right away. Oh no! We do not have enough room in our armory chest. Oh no! Oh, that's right. I forgot to, put that, put a glamour on that one. Well, we can equip that then. Let's see how this one looks. Whoops. Well, that's a weird thing. Kinda cool looking though. We'll take it. They look cooler than Funko Pops. I really don't like the way that Funko Pops look. Chilled at your friend's house, played a game that he got you, made a cake, which shared with his family. His dad made chili. Went to your favorite restaurant for lunch and had some hard cider. Nice, that's awesome. School's been kicking your butt, so you've been needing a break. Yeah. Ugh. Work has been crazy this month. I'm hoping this next week is like a little more chill. Ugh. And just things in general have been busy. I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm good. And then that's going to be chest gear. A gigantic undertaking. Alize would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone. More games need to be played, yes.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters.
The Eaters?
Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to earth.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. Ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gould will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Oh, wow.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size.
Boulder Dash!
Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required.
Got the engineer thinking now.
Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to acquire the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoraine. I will go and petition their aid.
Getting
While you
everybody to
confer,
come
I'll
together.
make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia.
We're already here, dude.
From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is
Oh,
home to all manner
like
of
down
talented
below.
folk. I dare.
Oops. Sorry, Alphino, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Alright, this is a goofy plan. I kind of love it.
The arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maul, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Adventurers of no import. The artist Alphino and his assistants. Do we try to perpetuate the lie? I think they know that that's not the case, but that's too funny not to choose.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alphino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
That's worth it. Is worth it.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
Why me?
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
So just me and the Exarch chilling here.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
I'm sure he is. Look at him. Cursing the ground. His wife just hopping up and down happy. You're waiting for Pioneers of Olive Town to be delivered. What is Pioneers of Olive Town, Lily? Shall we see how we might be of service? When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens. And now he'll do it! Oh, Story of Seasons, gotcha. Came out a few days before your birthday. Nice. I know it sounded like, anyway, the initial... When it initially launched in Japan, there were some bugs and stuff like that. And maybe you were the one telling me about that. Or else I heard it on a podcast or read it somewhere online. Do you know, have they been able to, like, iron a lot of that out? Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land. The knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. What? A village of Yulmoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. Oh, this will never work, never. I never should have fixed that running lift. Never should have rented up here. Never should have. From what you've heard, they're working on patching stuff, but there are still issues if Reddit is to go by, but you're trying to avoid most stuff related to the game, save for the bugs, so you know what to avoid. Well, hopefully it gets here soon, then. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Callista. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. you'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage Chai News. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Crap, am I going to have to type stuff? Oh no, I just have to choose stuff. Okay. A duty commenced. The toughest trial yet. Chai News is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size? No one's even dreamed of it. Dulia is counting on you as well. Because daring. We're supposed to dare him. I know. You hardly need to tell me that. Do you think I'd disappoint her if I could help it? Chai News is plagued with self-doubt. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not bally likely to give it. Tristel's among them. You said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we've essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. Don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure. Things won't improve them by themselves. You have to take the first step. So I feel like the top one or the bottom one are good options. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I like that. Challenge him so he takes ownership. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Chai News still harbors some misgivings. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Everything you touch turns to gold. No one would doubt your plan. It's less absurd than the change that's come to Yulmore. I don't know about that. Having a huge rock golem pull a mountain from the sky is a little bit more absurd than saying we deposed the king from Yulmore, but I think it's one of these two. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd. Yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. Chai News is feeling somewhat optimistic. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we failed to reach Valthry and only succeeded in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. We could build Talos for battle. That's like taking our focus off what we need to do, though. I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. Then we'll go together. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, so I could die with you? How very kind of you to offer. But if it's all the same, I'd rather keep on living. How can you remain so optimistic throughout all of this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? I got roped into it. To protect those I love. Oh. Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I, too, have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Chai News is burning with motivation. We failed the one, though. That's unfortunate. Yes! Yes, by the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right. Let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No. Wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out here. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Ha 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 ha! Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond their reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. Is that a euphemism? Let me see your rock column. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord, shall we? No worries, this is a tamed behemoth that I purchased. Oh. Hopefully there's a way up over here. Yeah, right here. Wow. How much longer will I be on? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Another half hour, possibly. I didn't realize it was already almost 10:30. It just hasn't felt like I've been on for 3 hours. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You've every right to be upset. Valthry's not the one to blame for your suffering, we are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future, as the light gets brighter. And so I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Quest complete. Ah, Wicked White! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart. That's right, the heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with one which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. Leonine. A quest for the Talos' heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. I'm glad Tristal was willing to lend us an ear. It's but a small step, but I pray this will pave the way for reconciliation. Ideally, a Talos' heart should be made from ore found in the self-same region as the stone for the chassis. Let's see what Tristal can tell us. Okay, so it won't be Leonine, it'll be something different probably. Hey, meet the Tholls. Tristal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. The dwarves! If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Tholls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they will be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Tholls at their village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Good old lally-ho, just like in Final Fantasy I. Permit me to join you, Callista. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you, then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Now let's go and meet with dwarves. First, though, Dwarven Mithril Chainmail of Maiming. Oh, that's very different from what I was wearing. Not bad, though. I'll take it. This is my new favorite thing. Running with my lance drawn. Charge! I suppose I could actually ride my mount here. Black Chocobo! Running looks like, yeah, it could hurt. Like, trip on the wrong rock, and that would be some nose problems for sure. You learned how to jump in Xenoblade, Lily, the game your friend got you? It's your new favorite thing to do, you just want to cause chaos? The first Xenoblade Chronicles? I'd love to play that at some point. I do have it. One of these days I'll get around to it. The one on the Switch? Nice. Oh, it turned away. I was wondering if the dwarves were going to attack. Hey, we match! Kind of. Mine are a little more subdued colors. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally ho! Craning a neck, ouch. Lally ho! What did you just call me? What sorry excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lass? Your stones! I don't have stones. Come, let's try it again. Lally ho! Lally hoo! Come on, Exarch. Oh, you didn't say it, though. Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed the common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thole family. May we speak with Chief Zamat? Why, yes you may. I am Zamat, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, you see, there's a mountain in the sky. We're here to try to stop it from being there. And destroy the guy that's ruining the world. Well, well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in 'em. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin-eaters, neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us, too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricky, passed down through the lines of Thor. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. First things first. Well, we can do this too. The Amuro Keep. And then the Aetherites. Nothing needs mending. That's good. What could this trial be? Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life danger's a constant companion. So, when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial what tests the 3 traits of all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves, as wear helms what are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. So this is his helmet. Two horns, 2 feathers. Like a greenish bronzish color. Well, I am pleased that the trial isn't needlessly dangerous, though the dwarves who are our targets may beg to differ. Would you care to do the honors, my friend? It scarce needs to be said, but you are best suited of the 2 of us. We'll give it a shot. Lolly ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mine Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Blah, 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 blah. He did not have the helmet. Nice shooting. Keep it up in the actual trial, eh? That wasn't even a helmet. It was like a turban. Aye, that's the way. Next time, it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Let's do it. Ready for the trial? Right this way, then. This time, there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail, so look carefully before you let a stone fly. So I don't think we're timed. Oh, that guy was... Alright, so there's... the 2 on the left there. There, I hit him. Well done, a fine show of discernment and dexterity. Oh, so it's just one we had to hit? Well, that was easy. I thought it was going to be like a shooting gallery. Well done, the trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. I don't know what that has to do with mining. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shooting, lass. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Oop. Dwarven cotton gaskins of maiming. There you go, it's all starting to fit together now. Now, I did see a dwarven helmet at one point. I hope I do get that, because that thing is hilarious. A dagging we will go. Zamat has ore on his mind. Did you know that Kalusia's rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the self-same veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look, and no place is surer than Dwergar's Tool. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs, and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those hornless whoresons, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? Think so. We have dealt with far worse. I am sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit! Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. Ah! You? Korot? I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gulg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Lightwardens hiding up there. The fate of Kalusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here's Korot. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. It seems risky. I take care of you, you take care of the ore. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Korot, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter Sin Eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, they will be more a spectacle than a concern. Keep killing things for us, because we can't do it. Ah, we've got a duty on our hands. The Dwergar's Tool lies in the cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Proceed. A mining we will go. Or a digging we will go. So as not to get sued. That makes sense. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. It seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for Sin Eaters. There we go. Speak of the devils, Callista. The one on the left is yours. That wasn't too bad. Amazing! You two are really strong. It may interest you to know that Callista is a great hero in the land whence she hails. Some would say the greatest. Really? Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Callista. That she does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have her regale you with a few once the work here is done. Haha, I can't wait. Aha, more of them. Stay behind us, Korat. Oh no. There, took care of those. Now it's just these. Phew, I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. As he's clapping in the background, I like it. Callista is a team unto herself. I merely follow her lead. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening indeed. I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you two known each other anyway? Well... Wow, there's more of them. Oh. Got my timing off a little bit on that. There we go. Hurry, this way! How much farther to the cave? Not far, just past this rise. Oh, right over there. I can see it with mine own two eyes. Oh, again! Holy crap, it's quite a few more. It appears we are surrounded. Right. 'Tis done. Let us press on. Right. Okay, that's it. Hopefully. Wah! More and more. Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Callista? We shall. Defeat the Sin Eaters. That was a pretty good crit. Dun, 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 Alright, well that was easy. Or is there going to be one last big one? Oh, no, a few more. Shit. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Almost got him. There we go. Oh, big boy. Is that Harambe? $23,000 damage on that crit. Holy shit. That's quite the hit there. I did not. Yeah, I kind of got sidetracked with, like, playing this. So I will get back to it once I get caught up in this. So yeah, I think you were probably on the last stream I did of Xenogears. Yeah, it is. We'll get back to it eventually. I know I will finish that on stream once I'm done with this. Oh shit, I just missed. We almost got him. Yeah, I'll have to go back and take a look at my last leftover cake is so good. Yes, it can be. I mean, cake in general, right? But I'll have to check back in to what we did on the last stream because it's been a while. It's probably been a month now, especially with just not being able to stream as much as I had been for a while too. A gulg knocker there, huh? 'Twas a near thing in the end, but what matters is that we pulled through. Well fought, my friend. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. The Duergar's travels. You burnt your finger making it, but you're okay? Had to improvise since friend didn't have any round cake pans, so you used pots? Oh, interesting. But I suppose that was a little bit harder to deal with than, like the cake pans for it, huh? Korit is eager to step into the relative safety of the cave. Relative. It's all relative. Right, follow me, please. I will take you to the Duergar's Tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. Made triple chocolate cake with frosting in the middle. That's why you needed multiple pans of the same size. Gotcha. That sounds amazing. That is for certain. That sounds really good. Okay, so while we're here, we probably should do this. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's work our way in. Eating birthday cake on your own is depressing, so you share with your friends and family and take leftovers home. No, that's very true. Because it's one of those things where, I don't know, I would maybe, instead of getting a birthday cake, if I wasn't, like, doing something with other people, I'd probably just buy, like, a cupcake or some other dessert that sounds really good for myself. But, I don't know, the older I've gotten, the more and more it's just like, I don't know, birthday becomes just another day to some extent. It's always good to talk to people on your birthday, but other than that, I don't know. I've had too many. I can't make too much of a big deal about too many of them anymore. Where are they now? So it looks like bad things are happening down here. But it is fun to do stuff, though. Or have people do stuff for you also. I mean, there's some truth to that. If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the Tool. Ah, there! Considering how rough school's been, you'd been looking forward to a day to hang out with friends and chill. That's huge. That is true. The Gogs, with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Let be not so hasty, Korat. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool sin-eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us the Earthseed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. Have you been doing a lot of draft racing recently? We would be much obliged. Without further ado, then. Whoa! Ha! I can see straight through me. Right, a digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Korat cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gogs from the field. To that end. Dream Powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Laxon Loft. We used it in Yulmore, too. And Thancred had some. Truly, it seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word, and I will cast the enchantment. So the last one was the randomized one. You're planning one for 410 that's a randomized class and recruitment. Interesting. Still Fire Emblem 7? Ready to begin? Very good. Nice. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. I have 2 minutes. The other group invited you to do a race, but you haven't set a date for that one. That's fun, though. That's good to have a few things on the ready. Or in the works, I mean. Oh, can barely keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. Oh, so drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. You better get some rest. All work and no ale makes something a something, and I'm spent. Funny. Draft racing is so much fun, especially with folks of a similar skill level. You lost the randomized race by 10 minutes. Oh, wow. Second place. Third if you count Don Don crashing the race. Oh, he jumped in and, like, swept up, kind of, at the last minute. All the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can. Let us await Korat's return. Using only the free units. Wyvern Hector 2 OP. Oh, okay. I'm back! Oh shit. This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Koret. Let us carry this back to... Oh no. Still one, but you got within an hour's time of him. Nice. Are you alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in the moment. Ah, to have this rare opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? Uh-oh. Oh, that's Glag, Chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Tholes. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find here but Thole scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting you limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's ours. Impudent whelp! Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than a feeble floppy things you Tholes have hanging from your faces. Grrr. Like oil and water. This is not like to end of its own accord. Callista, do you perchance have some dream powder left? Enough to put an end to this. But this was just getting interesting. Then let us put it to use and be on our way, though something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. Thunk. What the swiven? Snore. Forgive me, Koret, but we need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry, it's just, when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. Well, I mean, they're wearing red, that's why. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Alright. We get espresso con panna. Rich veins of hope. The Crystal Exarch has efficiency on his mind. Well, my friend, much as I have enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthseed safely into the hands of Chinese. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Koret back to Tomra? My thanks, Callista. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Can we just teleport back? It looks like it. Oh, we should see. North, east. Sulfur Virgin. I was gonna say, it's gotta be over here somewhere. Northwest. Northwest still. So it's got to be close here. 91 yalms to the northwest. Oh, there it is. I see it now. I see the ether current now. So now we're probably, the next one's probably to the south. Yeah. So down in here. Alright, so let's travel back to Tomra. And then we're probably getting close to wrapping it up for the night. Word about Comra. A new rumor has the dwarves of Comra in a right tizzy. You heard the latest rumor out of Comra. The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what said find actually is have yet to emerge. You just hit 10,000 points? You'll hold off on them. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is killing me here. We got Biot here. A disagreeable dwarf. Biot welcomes you to the village of Tomra. Well, scuff my helm if it ain't that traveler we've been hearing about. And the elders had more than a few things to say. I'd best be giving you a proper welcome then. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! Now that's what I like to see, a lally-ho straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a bit more effort into his lallies and his hoes. He's always busy fiddling with his damn automata. No time for swapping words with folk of flesh and blood. Every dwarf knows that a lally-ho gets a lally-ho, or you're asking to become an outcast. A mother does worry, she does. And that's only the half of it. I know it's just a stage all lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I've just had the most clever idea. He'll not listen to me or the other villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out over that sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son, Ronnet. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting, that's all I ask. And I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Is that what opens the Nier raid? Alright. I was gonna say, we did already talk to the Amuro Keep. You have 12,000 points, Lily? You do a lot of lurking unless there's an FE stream going on. Then I'm lurking there. Always appreciate a lurk. Always appreciated. Alright, so next time then, we'll just double check this quick while I'm thinking of it. Okay, yeah, it's way over to the east. Today was a draft race, so you lurked there all day, even while you napped. Yeah, like, I've just been so busy with so many different things recently that I haven't had as much time to like participate as much with other Twitch streams as I usually have. So I'm hoping if things calm down a little bit more over the next month, I'll be able to get back into that a bit more. I've only been able to like pop into a couple of people's here or there that I'll usually visit, so. Alright, so back to the Crystarium. And that's where we will call it a night. So it's perfect for you since you do a lot of homework or crochet. Well, that makes sense then. Yeah. Yeah, I've just been lots of random things going on. And then it's for like the podcasts that I'm helping out with that my friend runs. Adulting does suck, yes. But with, some of the podcasts that my friend runs, I've been busy doing lots of different things for that. Trying to play some games for those over the next, like, couple months. So I've been playing Bloodborne and the newest Call of Duty. And then Bravely Default 2 are, like, the 3 games along with this. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, I'm just going to focus on this for streaming until I get caught up. Since I did want to try to get caught up by the 13th when the next patch comes out. So once I'm caught up on this, then it will be going back to Xenogears stuff. Because I really would like to be caught up for FanFest in mid-May, so that nothing that they announce there is going to be spoilers at all. So that's kind of my hope. And then just to have a good idea so that if they, like, make nods to some things. Yes, adulting is never great. But, I don't know. Then again, you have the ability to do things like this. I guess as a kid you probably could do it. But the internet's gross, so I wouldn't want to be a kid doing this. So being an adult, I guess, affords me the ability to stream on here and chat with you awesome people from time to time, so I definitely can't complain too much about adulting. And then again, what am I talking about? I played board games all day, so I can't really complain about that adulting either.